This could be the difference between 4 years and getting out and having a chip on your shoulder, being salty, or a wonderful career. You may be going through a really hard time in the military right now, and you're dealing with a lot of people who are giving you a lot of bullshit. And it's important to understand that the only constant here is you. The moment I got into the Navy, it was like Pandora's box just fucking blew wide open. I mean, it was just a feeding fucking frenzy for sharks. I mean, it just, from beginning to end, it didn't stop. The moment I went through boot camp till the day I got out, it was just relentless. It wasn't until I got out of the Navy that I was able to figure out what the heck was going on. I've read 2 important books that I need you to read. The first book is No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover, and the second book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, a real quick tidbit on this second book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. There are 3 ways to read this book. The first way is to be a doormat. That's how you read this book. Fawn to people, like do whatever people say so that they can stop bothering you, and then get them off your back. Just suck up to people, be a yes man. That's the first way to read this book. The second way to read this book is to be a manipulator. You look at everything in the book as tools and tricks to manipulate people to do the things that you want and to get what you want. The third way to read this book is the way that I believe the author intended it, which is you have a deep desire to have genuine relationships with people. Because this problem that you have where you're getting bullied and you're being fucking torn apart in the military, or even if you're not in the military, there's 2 sides to this coin. You don't respect yourself. And the second side of the coin is you desire deeper relationships with people. My last job, I worked with this lady. She had been there since like the dinosaurs roamed the earth. And everyone was like, oh, be careful around her. Like, watch what you say. She can be grouchy. And it's just like, the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. I was new. I was just like a few weeks in. And one morning she comes striding in and she's like, hey, David, she's kind of like walking up like, and I already know because I got a fucking sixth sense. Like, I already fucking know what's going on. She's walking up to me like she's Clint Eastwood. And she's like, what's this, what's this stuff over here? What's this shit over here? Like, is this how we do things over here? You know what I mean? And I went the fuck off on her. I flipped the fuck out on her because she thought that she was Clint Eastwood, but I am John Wayne. And she fucking learned right then and there. People will take advantage of you. People are taking advantage of you right now. They're walking all over you because they don't respect you, because you don't respect yourself. You're not standing up for yourself, and you have to stand up for yourself. I'm not making this video as a beration of you. I'm not trying to berate you. I'm telling this to you because I care, because it's very important. I went through this shit in the military. It's not fucking cool at all. And these 2 books that I read, in addition to everything I'm saying to you, you have to fucking do it. You have to take it to heart. I didn't read these books until after I got out of the Navy. And it wasn't until afterwards that I had all these epiphanies and stuff. You need to sit down, talk with yourself, and a real heart-to-heart with yourself, and figure this shit out. Do not let people fucking walk over you. I want you to have a fucking amazing career in the military. I want you to have an amazing career in the military. And I don't want you to be miserable anymore. You're fucking miserable right now. You hate it. And it's not simply because the duty station sucks or the people suck. I worked with monsters. I worked with some terrible fucking people. But the only constant is you. You have to change your mindset, and it'll change the whole world around you. Reality is a reflection of your mind. Reality is a reflection of your mind, and your relationships are a reflection of your relationship with yourself. You have to stand up for yourself. I say this conversation as a means of talking to my younger self. If I could sit down and talk to my younger self from the Navy, first off, I'd give him a hug, and I'd say, hey, man, fuck these people. You got to stand up for yourself. You're worth more than this. You're better than this. Don't take shit from people. Don't fucking take shit from people. Now, I know it's hard in the military because you have to follow orders. We have very strict, UCMJ shit, you have to take this shit fucking seriously. I'll tell you a story. Whenever I was in, I worked with a lot of terrible people, but there was this one girl on deployment who fucking tortured me. My chief had told me a story. It was either that morning or the day prior. He told me a story about when he was in the Navy, like 20 years ago, whenever he first got in, that he was working with someone who was driving him crazy and he was doing a job that he fucking hated. And he told that person to go fuck themselves, basically. They told him to do something and he said no. Now, he told this story to me in good spirits. I don't believe he thought that I was actually going to fucking implement what he fucking told me, but I'm stupid like that. And I don't think I did either. Well, the next day, she was fucking torturing me. She was fucking just being a fucking terrible fucking person. And she told me to do something and I fucking told her no. I said, no, I'm not fucking doing that. And that shit blew up. That shit fucking blew up. I mean, it was like my second class got involved and it went up to my chief. At the end of the day, we all went up to admin. I can remember it like yesterday. He's sitting in this chair and he throws his head back like, fuck, man, why are you making me do this? And even the second class was there that I said no to, and she's like, even she's a little bit nervous. She's like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen here. He gets out of the chair and he just fucking berates the shit out of me. I mean, I've never heard words sewn together in such profanity of the English language before in my entire life. I mean, he tore me some new assholes. I mean, he tore me completely apart. It was like a nuclear holocaust. I mean, there was nothing left afterwards. He just fucking smashed everything that I was right there. The reason I tell you this story is because you're in the military. You have to do this a smart way. You can't go around just disobeying orders. But what you can do is fucking stand up for yourself. Say, no, I'm not going to put up with this bullshit fucking behavior. I'm a fucking person. I'm a human being. Treat me as such. Treat people the way that you want to be treated, and that is respected. This woman that I worked with at this other job, before I left on my last day, we hugged. Like, I hugged her. Like, we were cool. And that's the paradox. People will see that you stand up for yourself, that you don't take people's shit. You have to fucking stand up for yourself. I want you to fucking enjoy your career. I don't want you to fucking hate it so bad where you're like, man, I just like want to get out. Every fucking day, I want to fucking get out. I want you to be 90 years old, in your rocking chair, looking back going, man, that was fucking fun. That was fucking great. I love that. We had a CMC, our chief master chief. She was like in the Navy for 36 fucking years or something. They had to force retire her. She didn't want to fucking leave. They had to force retire her. That's what I want you to fucking do. I don't want you to fucking hate your life. This is very important. You are the only constant here. I know that people are fucking terrorizing you. And yeah, terrorizing is the right word. I know that people are fucking terrorizing you. Maybe from day one. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to stick up for yourself. Start by reading these books and read it the right way, which is you want genuine relationships with people. You're not trying to be a doormat and you're not trying to manipulate. You want genuine, deep, authentic relationships with people.
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
One of the guys I worked with in the Navy, he said something interesting to me. And then there's another gentleman I came across. It was funny. I met like his doppelganger years later after I got out of the Navy. And he was like almost like the same person, same personality. And he said the same fucking thing. He said, I fear no man. I fear no man. That's the fucking attitude that you got to be. Like he says in the movie 13 Hours, they get stopped by all the people in the beginning of the movie. And he's like, I'm ready to go for my country right now. I'm ready to die for my country right fucking now. Can you say the same? Like, that's the way your attitude has to be. Like, I'm ready to fucking go right now. Like, I'm ready to fucking go right now. You cannot let people fucking walk all over you. You have to stand up for yourself. I take this shit very personally. I take this shit very seriously. Because if I could talk to my younger self, like I said, first off, I would give him a hug. and apologize to him for all this fucking bullshit. And then I would say, you have to stick up for yourself. You have to fucking stick up for yourself. These are the best times of your life. You may not realize this right now, and you might be like, fuck no, they're not. I'm telling you right now, man, these are the best times of your life. Don't let other people make you fucking miserable. Your relationships and your reality is a reflection of your mind. It's a reflection of your mind. If you go around and you're like, I don't want people to say nasty things to me, I don't want people to be mean to me, like, it's like an animal in the wild. Like, you're putting off that vibe, and people will fucking attack you. You know, if you're a guy and you're working out and you're trying to put on weight, you're trying to put on muscle weight, and you're concerned, you are self-conscious about your body, and you're trying to seek validation from your working out, people are going to call you the skinny guy. They're going to say, hey, you're small. And that's just going to fucking make you feel worse. Respect yourself. You're not trying to be someone else. You're not trying to be an asshole. I'm not telling you to be an asshole. I'm telling you to respect yourself. This could be the difference between 4 years and getting out and having a chip on your shoulder, being salty, or a wonderful career. And the people who are not talking to you, good, don't let them fucking talk to you. They don't want to fucking talk to you, that's A-okay. Respect yourself. Stand the fuck up for yourself. Read these books and get your shit together. Because you're a good fucking person and you don't deserve this shit. And I want you to have a good career. I want you to have a good fucking career. I want you to have self-confidence, and I want you to fucking get after it.